My dumbass forgot to record an intro for this video. So, we're looking at top 500 wrestlers on the PWI Insider, Pro Wrestling Insider. There's a bunch of stupid shit. I'm just looking at the top 100 pretty much. How the fuck did I forget to record an intro? I said everything I needed to say, but I just didn't press the record button. I'm fucking stupid. Enjoy the video. So a couple minutes ago when I was setting this up, I was looking through it a little bit earlier. Let me find it there. Xavier Woods at 461. He was WWE World Tag Team Champion this year, and he was involved in like some pretty boring storylines, but he was featured on TV multiple times on every episode of Raw, pretty much. And you're telling me there's 460 wrestlers this year that are better. And I'm just scrolling through. Who's someone that I've heard of? And there's a bunch of guys above him that I never heard of. Who's someone I know? And there's pretty much nothing. You're telling me that QT Marshall, you're telling me that Dante Chen had a better year than Xavier Woods. That's just insane. And there's stuff like that that's been on here in the years past. So I'm just scrolling through. I see Josh Briggs at 333. Dr. Wagner Jr. at 319, and right above him is Lince Dorado. Braun Strowman at 311. I forget if that feud with Bronson Reed was this year or last year. I'm pretty sure it was last year. Like right at the end of last year. Might have even went through the new year. Evil at 255. I haven't seen much that he's been doing over there in New Japan, but that's a name I've heard of. I'm pretty sure he might have a championship right now. Jimmy Uso at 249. Dijak is above Jimmy Uso. I mean, I haven't seen. I'm just judging this based off Dijak's run in WWE this year. I don't even know if he had matches in WWE this year. I think he was fired around last year. But he's above Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso's been having a pretty good year. Coming fresh off his return from last year until he came in. PCO at 212. So, Ludwig Kaiser at 201. So, I don't know if they're going to put El Grande Americano on here since he's had multiple guys playing him. But we'll see. Truth at 198. Roderick Strong at 176. El Hijo de Wagner Jr. at 167. And I'm pretty sure he's a champion in AAA this year. He still is currently, I'm pretty sure. Kevin Knight at 159. I think that's pretty good for him. Yeah. AJ Francis, 157. Okay. Andrade, 156, yeah. Shelton Benjamin, 149. Rey Mysterio, 147. I mean, yeah, I guess. He's been out since April. He's only fought a couple months. For those couple months, he's actually done quite a bit with what he needed to. Sheamus, 136. Powerhouse Hobbs, 138. Blake Christian, I've seen him on TV more often than I ever have, like a couple months ago. I don't know a whole bunch about him. Willer Yuta at 128. I think he should be higher. Shibata at 126. Claudio at 125. Thinking he should be higher. Karrion Kross 113. Whatever. Chad Gable 112. Alright. JC Mateo, and he's still during this year. I think he went under the name Jeff Cobb for a little bit. 108. Okay, whatever. Hologram at 106. He's undefeated. He should crack the top 100 pretty easily. And then we're right around here, and this is where we're going to start seeing names that we know pretty well. 105, Sami Zayn. 104, Sammy Guevara. Leo Rush, 103. Atlantis Jr., 102. And Orange Cassidy at 101. Just barely outside. So, let's go. This is what we've been waiting for. Let's get into the top 100. starting us off at number 100, Mims. I need to look this up. I recognize the name. I don't recognize the guy though. So number 100, there's gonna be a couple guys on here that I'm not gonna know. So just bear with me. Number 99, Charlie Evans. I've heard of him. I don't know much he's done. Joey Janela. I haven't kept up track with him this year too much. Number 97, Commander. Same thing. I haven't kept up with him. But once we start getting, even in the 80s, I just saw a couple guys that I'm gonna have a little bit to talk about. 96, Alley Catch. 95, Carmelo Hayes. Honestly, I really like him as a wrestler, but the way that he's been presented on TV, like, how he came in last year hot off that Andrade feud, and they're never gonna be able to finish that because Andrade just got released last week or so, I think a little bit around last week, and Carmelo Hayes, just every other episode of SmackDown pretty much. Sometimes he's on every week, but it's just not been consistent with the way that he's being presented. So I think maybe a little bit lower, below 95. Like maybe the 140s, 150s, 160s is better for him. Tony D'Angelo, I used to watch NXT a lot, but this year I even watched an episode. I think I watched the Homecoming, and then before that, I think I only watched the pay-per-views. Sometimes I didn't even watch the pay-per-views. So I know he had that, he's the one that beat Obafemi for the North American title. And then he had that stuff with Lorenzo Stacks, where he left. So I heard about that. I don't really know what to think about that. So I think it's an okay rating. 93, Davey Boy Smith Jr., never heard of him. 92, Yamato. I think I've heard of him, but there's nothing I'm going to be able to go into if I have. El Fantasmo at 91 from New Japan, I'm pretty sure. I think he might have been on AEW TV a little bit, but I can't keep up with New Japan. I'm already asleep when it's on when it hits the cable. So I'm not going to have much to talk about, most of them. Some of them I will. In 90, Kaito Kiyomiya. It sounds like a woman's wrestler. Haven't heard of. 89, Sol Sikoa. I don't know what they put him at last year. I could only imagine it was higher above this. But 89, he's had a really solid year. He's gonna be, still hasn't had his first WrestleMania match yet. That's a bit surprising. I thought he would have had one this year. But next year's probably the year. He still represented pretty much every episode of SmackDown with those backstage vignettes. And those guys around him, JC Mateo, what's his name now? Talatonga and Tamatonga. They're cool around him, but after they break free from him, I don't know what's next for Solo. He's always just going to be with those Bloodline guys, either feud him with him or with him. 88, Chris Brooks, never heard. 87, Ray Sato, I think, never heard of. 86, Jay White, so he got hurt pretty early or halfway through the year. I honestly don't remember much that he did before that. He might have been around for Owen Hart tournament, but I don't know. But if he was out for that long, I don't know if this is a good rating for him. Yeah. 85, Octagon Jr. I mean, AAA, now that they're with WWE. Sometimes I watch the clips on YouTube, but Octagon, I've seen, he's the one that fought Dominic Mysterio Money in the Bank, I'm pretty sure. Sorry. And that was a solid match, but it could have done better. I think the Liv Morgan got involved. and I kind of messed it up a little bit, so I don't know. So I don't know what to do with him. 84, Lee Moriarty. I've heard of him, but I just don't know much. 83, Darby Allin. When did he leave for Mount Everest? Hold on. When did Darby Allin? How do I access? Start to climb Mount Everest. April 8th. Oh, didn't he win the yearly battle royal, or that might have been last year? Yeah, I think it was last year, because that might have been on Rampage. But since he's come back, he just had that crazy match at All Out. He had a really nice return at All In, helping Hangman win that title back. I think it's fair. I don't remember much that he did before he went away, so I'm just gonna have to say it's a good rating. 82, Matt Tremont. Never heard of him. 81, Daniel Garcia. I think that's good for him, and I like that wrestling fans appreciate him now, and he's going to be getting seen more and more. He's a future AEW main eventer, in my opinion. Daniel Garcia, now that he's turned heel with the Death Riders, more people are able to see him. I don't like him with Matt Menard. I don't like Matt Menard at all. He's, Daniel Garcia's feud with MJF last year, his match with All Out, that was actually a pretty good match, and I enjoyed Daniel Garcia. I think this is a perfect rating for him. 80, Hiroshi Tanahashi. I mean, it's alright. I like that they're putting him on here in his last year wrestling. I'm pretty sure he's retiring at the beginning of next year. But again, I don't watch too much New Japan. And if there's some ROH guys, I'm not noticing their names here. I don't watch much of that either. Sometimes I watch the main event online. I find it somewhere, but that's about it. So 80, I don't have nothing to say about that. 79, AJ Styles. AJ Styles at 79. I think he should still be a little bit higher. I know that he's not, his return, he returned at the Royal Rumble, so he's been around pretty much all year. I'm going to say, I think he should maybe be a little bit higher. He had that feud with Logan Paul. I don't know what he did when he first came back at the Royal Rumble, if there was a feud before Logan Paul, I'm just not remembering. And then, that feud with Dominic Mysterio is pretty good. They booked it perfectly. I don't know if the ending was the best. Maybe AJ should have won that the title on the Raw after Clash in Paris. Especially now, it's just announced that AJ Styles is fighting Cena. So that might close the door for him fighting Dominic, and he'll probably never get the Grand Slam championship. AJ Styles, I think he can even be pushed into the 40s even, maybe. But I don't think 79 is fair at all. 78, Nick Wayne. He was ROH, not the pure champion. That's the big one, I'm pretty sure. Television champion, maybe? I don't know. But he had that one title there, and they broke him away from Christian Cage, Patriarchy, pretty good. And I just like that group as a whole. I don't know if Kip Sabian there was the best idea. They probably could have found someone better to have that job. But Nick Wayne, I think that's fair, and I think that he'll be pretty big in the future of AEW. Number 77, Tomohiro Ishii. I like him, but I've seen him on AEW TV a little bit, but he's primarily New Japan, so I don't know if that's fair or not. And if he has been in AEW more than New Japan this year, I just don't remember. Alright, so 76 Speedball Mike Bailey. Yeah, I honestly don't know much about him before AEW. I've seen some of his indie matches. They're pretty good. But I think that him pairing with Kevin Knight is really, really good. And I think 76 is pretty fair. And they should be tag champs next year, probably. 75, Matt Cardona. Indies wrestling, I'm not huge into, but I know Matt Cardona is one of the biggest names, one of the biggest free agents right now. But I don't know if, I think GCW is going to be his home till he retires. I don't know if anyone else is going to be able to get him. Maybe with the occasional appearance unsigned on AEW TV for Collision sometimes. So I don't know what to do with that one. 74, Suge D, never heard of him. 73, Ricky Saints. I wish I had more to say about this, but I haven't been watching NXT that much. And I liked him in AEW. He seemed like a pretty good guy, but he's only been in WWE this year, and I haven't seen much of NXT, so I know he's big down there, but I don't know. 72, Shota Umino. I think I could have heard of him, but I just don't remember it. 71, Hechicero. I don't know much of him. Aside from Don Callis, Yosua Hechicero. So, I don't know. Maybe it's a fair rating. I have no idea. I don't know much about him before AEW and before Don Callis, so number 70, so we're getting to number 70s and above. Kosi Fujita, never heard of him. 69, Ace Austin, TNA. Who the hell watches TNA? Just moved to AEW, and his first match was a loss. I don't know how he's that high, honestly, and maybe he has been having a really good year, but I just haven't noticed it. 68, Neon, never heard of him. Josh Alexander at 6'7". 6'7". Yeah, I liked him in TNA a little bit. That's actually one of the guys that I would see a little bit. I'm pretty sure he's the one that pinned Joe Hendry in that gauntlet match for the TNA World title, and everyone was pissed off. They thought he was going to win the title with Joe Hendry, and then he wasn't even the last one to get pinned. And I like this stuff in AEW. So yeah, and with him, with Don Callis, it's pretty cool. 66, Alberto Patron. I want him back in AAA or WWE. I honestly don't know much about him from WWE, because that wasn't the time period I was watching. I do know, like, some of the stuff about him. AAA, yeah, I really don't know much. I know that he got kicked out, but I don't have anything to say about that one. 65, Jack Perry. When was he, when they leave and then just come back? I don't know when Jack Perry left. And so I don't know what to say about that one. 64, Michael Oku. I know him in the British Wrestling, whatever it is, United Kingdom. Don't know much about him. I heard he's a pretty good wrestler in the ring. 63, Nakamura. No way. That's all I'm gonna say. 62, David Finlay. That's one of the bigger names in New Japan, I'm pretty sure. But I don't watch it, and I wish I did, because I've heard he's a really good guy. 61, Kano, I've heard of him. Another New Japan, I don't know about him. Satoshi Kohima, number 60. Never heard of him, I don't think. Number 59, Adam Priest. He's been tagging with that other guy, I don't know what his name is, against FTR on Collision. Yeah, against FTR and Collision. And those matches have been doing pretty good ratings. I haven't watched them, I just look at the ratings. So, I don't know what to say about that. 58, Cruel. Never heard of him. 57, Shingo Takagi. Of course I've heard of him. New Japan, don't watch. And I should, but I don't. 56, Kenta. Another New Japan guy. He's really good. I know. Does the GTS. But don't watch New Japan. 55, Adam Cole. I hope that injury doesn't end his career. Before that, when he won the TNT title off of... Shit, who did he win it off? It was on TV, I'm pretty sure, not pay-per-view. Who did Adam Cole beat for the TNT championship? Dan Garcia, that's right. Oh no, is that Dynasty, I guess? I don't know. 54, Jericho. He was ROH World Champion, I'm pretty sure. And then they just rid him off. He lost at Dynasty, I think, to Bandito. So, yeah, I guess that's okay. Maybe a little bit lower, but whatever, can't change the ratings. 53, Leon Slater. I've heard of him, don't know much about him at all. 52, one called Manders. I don't know them or him. 51, Steve Macklin. Never heard of him. And now we're into the number 50. And there's still going to be guys I never heard of. Number 50, Mance Warner. I've heard of him. 49, Matt Riddle. Don't watch Indies. I have no idea. He was champion in a couple places. I think Rev Pro. I think that was the promotion that he just lost that title there last week or something. 48, Dominic Mysterio. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Maybe a little bit higher, honestly. He should be higher. He should be like 20s. Maybe even like just outside top 10. 47, Javon Evans. Really good wrestler, but I don't watch NXT that much. So I think it's fair, honestly. 46, Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre. All they really did with him this year was Damian Priest and Randy Orton. That's all I've done. And they just had him lose to Cody Rhodes at WrestlePalooza. So, I don't know. 46, yeah, I guess so. And even Damian Priest got the last laugh against Drew McIntyre, so Drew, that really, like, put him down and elevated Damian Priest. And we haven't seen Damian Priest on here. And I'm looking, he's not in top 35. And just see this, let me screen a little bit. Number 45, Penta. They could be doing more with him right now. I don't think he fought at SummerSlam. But this New Day stuff, they just gotta put an end to it. And they gotta put him back with Rey Fenix. And have him in that SmackDown tag division. Or maybe even just move to the Raw division. And just destroy everyone there and have like like a 2-year reign. If there's no one eligible to beat him. That's good enough. 44, Tom Latimer. I've heard of him, I think. I don't know much about him. 43, Ethan Page, All Ego. Yeah, I've heard that he's been doing good stuff. He's the North American champion right now, I think. 42, Effie. Never heard of him. 41, Ricochet. Yeah, he's the champion in DZW, you know. Ricochet at 41. I'm trying to think. He feuded with Swerve. He had that blood feud with him. And now they're doing the Hurt Business, the Hurt Syndicate. And he's with the Gates of Agony. Which I guess that's just to get the Gates of Agony back to where they were around the beginning of AEW. So I don't know if that's fair or not. Now top 40, Marcus Mathers. Never heard of him. 40 now, El Desperado. I don't watch New Japan. 38 Jun Sato, I'm pretty sure he's New Japan also. Never, I haven't heard of him. I might have heard of him, but I don't watch it, so I don't know. 37 Mike Santana, I love him. TNA guy, and I'm pretty sure it's 9:30 right now, and I want to finish this video so I can see if they're gonna have the TNA invasion, because that's what's rumored. They're saying that Mike Santana is gonna lead it, so they've really put him over in TNA, and I don't know if they're going to continue to do it. 36 Luke Jacobs, never heard of him. Maybe I have. On 35 Gabe Kidd, yeah, he's supposedly really big in the G1 in New Japan. He just had that stuff with the Death Riders. Is by their side a little bit, and I don't know if they're gonna need him anymore now that Daniel Garcia's there. Do you guys think that Chris Stanlander's gonna join the Death Riders? I don't know. With her winning the title, I actually thought that was gonna happen when I saw that maybe she could be joining them. 34 Moose. Moose 34. Yeah, he's only done this stuff in TNA, and I don't really watch the TNA that much. But I know him. I don't know what to say. 33 Kyle Fletcher. What they've done separating him from Ospreay and then having those matches against him, that was, I mean, probably the best thing that they've done. And 33 Kyle Fletcher, I think that next year, if they keep him going the way that he is, top 10. Top 10 in the world on this list next year. I'm calling it. Just listen to me, alright? I heard it here first, alright? 32, Randy Orton. Is that fair? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's good. Right? Yeah, they just had him team with Jelly Roll at SummerSlam. That was a waste. But that was just to elevate the Drew McIntyre feud a little bit. And now that Drew McIntyre feud is getting more and more intense, it got so intense that we thought that Randy Orton's going to interfere in that match last Saturday, sorry. It didn't happen, and they might be laying off that storyline right now. 31 Yoda Tsuji, whatever, I don't know him. Number 30 MJF. Shit got me thinking. Yeah, I think that's good. I forget what he did before the Hurt Syndicate, when they had the fucking thumbs up shit that was on for like fucking 5 weeks. But yeah, I guess him winning the contract at All In, sorry, damn. He still has that, by the way. He didn't use it on that match against Hangman. And now he just had that feud with the Mark Briscoe, so I don't know what's next. And Mark Briscoe winning that just brings bigger stuff for him also. 29 El Hijo del Vikingo. Yeah, I watched his matches in AEW. He had some pretty good matches against Kenny Omega. But I haven't seen much of him in AAA. I know that people there hate him, but Speak of the Devil, number 28, Mark Briscoe. Yeah, we were just talking about him with MJF. I just have all the same stuff to say about him. The conglomeration, he's with them right now. And this is Tuesday, so tomorrow Orange Cassidy's coming back to his faction. So, you know. 27, Tetsuya Naito. Naito, I know him. Yeah, I know him, but what's his face? Let me see what he looks like. I forget. Yeah. Alright, yeah, New Japan. I don't think he's actually had much on AEW this year as he had in past years. So 26, Ozawa, never heard of him. 25, Masa Slamovich. That was the first remarkable woman that we've heard in this whole list. That's actually pretty crazy. TNA Knockout Champion. 24, Braun Breaker. Yeah, he's gonna be huge, and everyone knows that. I just don't know much to say. My neck is fucking killing me right now. I just want to get this video over quick. The 23, Mascara Dorada. He just had that triple threat at All Out, and fans enjoyed it. I unfortunately missed that match. I had fucking a baseball doubleheader, so no, didn't get to see that. But I did rewatch it halfway through. I didn't finish it yet though. 22, LA Knight. I hate everything that LA Knight's doing right now, honestly. I don't like him. I don't think that he should be presented at the top of Raw like he has been. You can't change what's already said. 21, Nick Nemeth. He hasn't done much this year, honestly. No, not really. 20, Jacob Fatu. Won his first championship at WrestleMania, and I don't think he won it back after he lost to Solo. Yeah, he didn't. And they had 2 matches, I think. The last one I saw in person in Steel Cage, and that was the worst match on the little card. Jacob Fatu, 20. He's just gonna keep getting elevated. So, and he's number 20. So now we're going to the top 20. 19, Trick Williams. Always been one of the top guys in NXT. Yellow and white and yellow. Right? This is what they call it now. So, yeah. 18, Damian Priest. It's just everything I said about Drew McIntyre, copy and paste it. Damian Priest. Now the feud with Aleister Black. I don't know how it hasn't been on pay-per-view yet. I hope they don't finish it on a SmackDown. 17, Takeshita. Yeah, I like that for him. He's had amazing matches on ROH against Bandito. And he just won the G1, so he'll have more coming for him later. And say his name in here, Pierce. Not Joe Hendry. Bandito. I don't think Joe Hendry's been on this list at all. Number 16, Bandito. Yeah. He's just amazing. And I don't think he's going to win the AEW World title, but if they ever bring in a Cruiserweight Championship, that's all him. I love him with Brody King. We haven't seen Brody King on here either. So, now number 15, CM Punk. Yeah. I agree. Okay. I don't know much to say. The Seth Rollins, I don't know when they're going to conclude it. I think they could do it another WrestleMania after this next one. No, I don't think it's ending this WrestleMania. They're going to do it even after, probably. But after that, after all this Seth Rollins, I don't know how much CM Punk's got left on his contract. How much he's got left in the tank. So, 14 with Emmy, yeah. That's good for him, really good for him. I watched him during he was peaking in NXT, and I just haven't watched much since. So, and he's fighting Trick Williams tonight, and that's probably happening right now as we speak. Number 13, Zack Sabre Jr. Yeah, the matches I have seen from him at the not Worlds Collide. He had that match at Wrestle Dream against Danielson, and I was saying his matches at what the fuck is the name of that? Why can I not think? Why is it the Forbidden Door? Yeah, his matches at Forbidden Door, that's like the only time he really fights for AEW, but those matches have all been great. 12, Joe Hendry, hell no. He sucks in the ring. He's only over because of his fucking music, and he randomly just started popping up online last year. 11, Okada. I think, yeah, he should be in the top 10, top 5. Top 5, probably. Yeah. Hell yeah. Number 10, Will Ospreay. What the fuck? I know it's top 10. Now we're in the top 10. Will Ospreay should be in the fucking top 3. Top 5 if you even think about it. Number 9, Mystico. Let's go back to Will Ospreay. He's like my favorite fucking wrestler right now. The best wrestler in the world, in my opinion. He's been around all year, having matches every fucking Dynamite. Sometimes on Collision, I'm pretty sure, in tag matches. Every pay-per-view he's delivered. Every match he's had against Kyle Fletcher. That Revolution, that Kyle Fletcher match was fucking crazy. Every match he has, it's never a bad one. Number 9, Mystico. I don't know how I don't know much about a top 10 guy. Whatever. Seth Rollins, he should be top, but there's too many guys that just should be top 5 in here. I don't really know, honestly. Yeah, he just everything he's been doing with the Vision now, Seth Rollins, and even before they even have that, it's against CM Punk and Roman Reigns. It's the same thing. I can say everything about Seth Rollins that I said about CM Punk. Number 7, Swerve. What do I think about that? He had that match against Moxley at Dynasty, which the Young Bucks cost him. Who has he been feuding with? He just had that match with Okada. And then he teamed with Ospreay against the Young Bucks at All In. And then before that, it was Ricochet. And before that, I don't know. But he's always fighting out there every week, pretty much. But just no huge, notable feuds. I think 7's perfect for him. And above him is Jey Uso. Get the fuck out of here, Jey Uso. Get into top fucking 20. Top 25. Shit, that's fucking insane. Number 5, Hiroki Goto. I never fucking heard of him. New Japan, I heard. Never fucking heard of him. Whatever the fuck is this? Number 4, Hangman. Shit. Number 4, Hangman. I think, yeah, that's perfect for him. I see the top 3 right here, and I'm trying to think. I'm going to put together my own top 5 after this. Alright, yeah, number 3, Gunther. I don't remember much about the feuds. He feuded with Jey Uso, yeah. He had the match against Goldberg, had the match against CM Punk. The really only notable feud, and I think it is the only notable feud, the only big, actual, real feud, was Jey Uso, and he's still putting on good matches. I don't know if Gunther is sticking around in the top 5, maybe in top 10 this year. Just honestly, I love him. He's an amazing wrestler, but I don't know if this year, you know. Number 2, Jon Moxley. And have we seen Roman Reigns on this list? Where the fuck is Roman? Is Roman Reigns not on this list? We haven't seen Roman Reigns on this list. Where the fuck? He's not on this list. Alright, so let me just read the criteria for them to be on here. Win-loss record, championships won, quality of competition, major feuds, prominence within a wrestler's promotions, overall wrestling ability. Okay. The evaluation period is August 1st, 2024, July 31st, 2025. Where is Roman Reigns? I just typed in the word Roman and it said first one that I could pop up from the top. was some guy with the last name Roman in the 230s. Does no one notice this? No. Number 2, John Moxley, yeah. Yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah, he was a champion and just dominant. Not having the best matches, obviously, but that's just to make him look more dominant. Just destroying the guys, you know. And then number 1, Cody Rhodes. Fuck that. Not even the top 10 for me, honestly. I mean, he's the champion and not even... But he's had championship defenses. Let me think. Kevin Owens. Nothing at Elimination Chamber. Nothing between then. Not WrestleMania against John Cena, he lost. And nothing between then. Then, without the title, he fought in the tag team match on Money in the Bank. He fought in a couple matches in the tournament, King of the Ring. And he fought against Randy Orton at King of the Ring. SummerSlam. Nothing at Clash in Paris, right? I'm pretty sure we had nothing at Clash in Paris. And now WrestlePalooza. What the fuck? And this is July 31st, 2025. This is before he won the title. That makes zero fucking sense whatsoever. Cody Rhodes should not be in the top 20. Alright, let's put together my top 5 to finish this video, alright? So the guys I want to include in here, before I put the rankings together, I want to get Moxley in here, Hangman, Rollins, Ospreay, and Okada. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4. Let me find one more. Bandito. Alright, number 5, that had the worst year out of all of those. Bandito. Then after that, number 4, that's fucking tough. John Moxley at number 4. Damn, that hurt to say. Hangman at 3. Okada at 2, Ospreay at 1. That's it, guys. Those are my thoughts and everything. This is a long-ass video. My neck is fucking killing me. I'm just gonna go watch the end of NXT and then just relax, take a shower, and that's it. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. See you later.
I love Death 266.